What was it like collaborating with Rodrigo and Gabriella on Closet So Deep? I think that's what you collaborated
Yep,
on them, right?
that was an amazing experience. I'm big fans of theirs, and come to find out, they're big fans of ours. So
Yeah.
that's always an amazing thing when you find out the mutual respect for each other's work and stuff like that. And I got to be friends with them over the last couple of years. I met them through Alex Skolnick from Testament,
Oh, yeah.
and we really got to be good friends over the last couple of years. And so eventually we were just in touch, and was telling him about how the album was coming along and stuff, and he kind of threw out a joke. He was joking, saying that they were offended because I never asked them to participate in our new album, do an intro or something like that. So of course, when he opened those floodgates, I jumped on it immediately. And just, from then on, we started talking about it. I sent them the music, the songs that we were dealing with, and the idea of the vibe, the concept of where it was going. And they just took that, and they were in fact, they were on tour in Europe at the time, and they just had their, mobile recording devices on their bus, and they wrote and recorded a demo for that and emailed it to me while we were in the studio in Florida, and I just fell in love with it immediately, and so it was perfect. They worked it out, and they went back home to their home studio in Mexico City and re-recorded the part, and we put it all together. It was incredible.
Yeah, a lot of the old school thrash bands, including you guys, have come out with like killer new albums recently. What do you make of this whole thrash metal resurgence? I guess.
I make that it is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's great. A lot of these guys are friends of ours from, decades ago, and we all respected each other, although we competed with each other on a healthy competitive level back then. And now seeing not everybody, but many of them coming out with excellent quality, badass new thrash albums, each with their own individualized style, bringing it back to this to this genre of music, and having that much variety coming into today's music is just an amazing thing to me. And I couldn't be more proud to be part of the movement, and I'm really glad that these guys are jumping in and putting out killer music, going on tour, putting on great shows, and making the scene stronger and spreading the word even more so.
Now, speaking of that, if you had to pick like the best new thrash album among your contemporaries, what would it be?
Ah, that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
That's definitely tough, because I definitely have favorite parts and favorite songs within each of their albums. So I haven't heard everybody's so far, but of the ones that I've heard, I definitely like Exodus's latest album, Atrocity Exhibition. Exhibition Part B, Exhibit B.
Yep.
Atrocity. My God, I wonder if they have as hard of a time saying our album title as I do.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's also the era of tongue twister album titles.
Yeah.
Because there's also the Formation of Damnation by Testament, which I like.
Yep.
As well as the new Forbidden album, which is not a tongue twister, Omega Wave, but I've had a chance to have my hands on an advanced copy, and it's totally thrashing and kicking your ass. So I'll go with those for right now. New Forbidden, New Exodus, New Testament.
There you go. Yeah, Exodus' new album is great. I find it tough between Death Angel and Exodus. They're both really good this year.
Awesome, man. I love to hear that. I love that, because definitely we have two different styles of that kind of music coming out. So they totally sound like Exodus on that album. Their riffing, the guitar work is just brutal. I always love their guitar work. Yeah. Gary's riffing is incredible.